Can you really beat an AI takeover and not lose your job during these mass layoffs? After 20 years advising hundreds of companies in the people management and future of workspace, I've observed a hidden pattern: how to master the skills to become indispensable. Hi, my name is Milka. I'm the CEO of Simetras Experiences. I empower people managers and executives to build unstoppable teams with innovative, actionable strategies for leadership growth, team building, and unforgettable offsites, even with remote or disengaged teams. Now, let me tell you a little story that illustrates how to fight back and beat an AI takeover. I was advising a company and had a coaching session with an L&D director who approached me because she was worried. Let's call her Tammy. She was worried that AI was coming for her job, and it was. The writing was on the wall when she saw how quickly her company's new AI tool could do her work in less time. Her job was on AI's hit list. I started to ask her very pointed questions to get her to reorient and reframe her thinking from fear of AI to opportunity to leverage AI. I wanted to know what skills and competencies she had that would outsmart any automation and make her an asset to the company. It was important for her to gauge how versatile, collaborative, self-driven, and adaptive she is in moments of change. So I asked her these 4 questions. The first one was, describe a situation where you had to collaborate with stakeholders outside your immediate team of expertise. So think of times you had to work with other departments. The second question is, how did you build alignment and drive results despite differing priorities or perspective? Third one, tell me about a project or initiative you spearheaded without being asked. And then the last one, how did you navigate resistance or ambiguity to deliver impact? As she reflected and answered, she began to understand that she had valuable insights, skills, and competencies like how to navigate ambiguity, collaborate across silos, drive innovation, bridge gaps, and adapt to new challenges that an AI could not easily replicate in a larger system. She also realized that she had to step up her leadership, stop relying on just supervising her team, attending endless meetings, and instead focus on effectively introducing new ways of working that expanded far beyond her reach. And then I introduced her to a leadership model called boundaryless leadership, which she was not familiar with, but has become a cornerstone of modern organizational design and management science. And it's been popularized by Jack Welch and expanded upon by many other practitioners in our field. Boundaryless leadership, which operationally looks like self-managed organization, is an approach that dismantles traditional organizational barriers. So anything like hierarchies across departments, geography, and also external players to foster more fluid collaboration in innovation and agility. It emphasizes open communication, cross-functional teamwork, and decentralized decision-making, which empowers individuals at all levels in an organization to lead. By integrating diverse perspectives, including external partners and customers, it enables adaptable, swift responses to challenges, which drives efficiency and more creative solutions. Basically, it prioritizes flexibility over more rigid structures. Now, why is this important? To thrive in boundaryless organizations, aka more flat organizations, and avoid being the first laid off during shifts, it's important for you to adapt to fluid and fast evolving environments. Now, to do this, you must develop specific core competencies that are essential. So I'm going to share more about that, but first, what are competencies? Competencies are combinations of skills, traits, and behaviors that enable you to adapt, contribute, and thrive in different environments. They're important because they are foundational professional abilities that allow you to adapt and shift when there are changes. The more you master a competency, the more flexible you are in allowing yourself to pivot and succeed in different environments. So some of the core competencies you need to be effective in these types of flat organizations is number 1, you need to have adaptability and learning agility. Now, what that looks like is being able to rapidly learn new skills. You need to have curiosity, resilience, and an ability to deal with ambiguity. And you also need to be in your behavior able to proactively shift in different situations. The second core competency that's important is having a more collaborative mindset. Now, this requires being able to work cross-functionally. So you have good communication skills, you know how to resolve conflict. So traits that are important are emotional intelligence, empathy, and more cultural awareness. And the type of behaviors that work well in this environment is being able to build trust across teams, geographies, and across levels in an organization. Third competency is ownership. And some of the skills around that is how can you lead without formal authority? And some of the traits that are required are being more proactive, having the ability to take accountability, and then the behaviors are being able to propose solutions that bridge departmental gaps and being able to take ownership of work. Fourth one is network fluency. Can you build and leverage internal and external networks? Do you have traits that require you to be able to build strong relationships, influencing others when you don't have authority? And the behaviors connected to that are, can you work across stakeholder groups, across partners and clients, and can you unlock value? And then after that is systems thinking. Can you see across different parts and how they interconnect and link together, particularly with operations? So that is helpful to be creative and have a more strategic mindset. And can you effectively anticipate new challenges in organization? And lastly, the one that was very relevant to her was being able to have digital fluency. So are you curious about technology? Are you able to learn quickly and unlearn and work across different situations? And do you feel comfortable in that type of environment? Now, how does all of this fit together? I know I have shared a lot, but stay with me just a little bit longer. Remember Tammy's story from the very beginning of this video? She was afraid AI was going to take her job. Well, we met a few more times and she took my advice, and we spent the first 3 months focusing on the first 3 competencies that were important for her. That was adaptability and learning agility, developing a more collaborative mindset, and then how to take more initiative and ownership without formal authority, not waiting for you to be given a task all the time and being able to really step up. She then focused on the remaining competencies during developing her network fluency, systems thinking, and digital fluency during the next 6 months. Ultimately, she developed a strategy that expanded her abilities across these core competencies and was able to upskill in less than 6 months and pivoted from her internal L&D role, right, her learning and development role, to a position where she was able to leverage many of the technical skills that she already had. And she was able to shift to a more market-facing product role where she led a cross-functional team to develop and iterate new products and services in her organization. What we can learn from Tammy is how to avoid being the first out. Number 1, become a value multiplier by fixing broken processes, being able to unite teams, and share knowledge to amplify organizational impact. It's critical to be able to do that. Number 2, demonstrate multiplier impact by showing how you amplify others' work. So think about how you mentor people, creating more opportunities for cross-team collaboration, bringing people together. And then lastly, staying ahead of trends by anticipating organizational needs. And for Tammy, she was already ahead of the game. She realized she really needed to upskill because AI was disrupting her industry. So there you have it. This isn't guesswork or luck. It's a strategic blueprint to future-proof your career and your team. If you found value in this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more actionable strategies, and visit Simetras.co to explore how to empower teams to lead boldly and to pivot smarter. And remember, building these competencies, it isn't easy, but it is systematic. The more you practice agility, collaboration, and systems thinking, the stronger you'll become. Keep your skills fresh, nurture those relationships, and most importantly, stay curious. Tech isn't your enemy, it can be your ally. Now go out there and take action and keep thriving. The future belongs to those who prepare for it. So see you in the next video.